Hello TV fans and welcome to Lost in the Reel. Today I'm doing something a little bit different and I'm diving into Hulu's new reality show Vanderpump Villa. Even though I love my independent films, my prestige television, and hidden gems, I have to admit that my guilty pleasure is trash reality TV, especially all of the shows from Bravo. So with that being out there in the open now, how did Lisa Vanderpump's big transition to Hulu turn out? Let's talk about it. Before I get started, this is my non-spoiler review reaction to the first 5 episodes of Vanderpump Villa, which Hulu graciously provided. Decadence and debauchery collide in this new unscripted docudrama following Lisa Vanderpump's hand-selected staff as they work, live, and play at an exclusive French estate, Chateau Rosabelle. These bartenders, servers, event coordinators, and chefs must tend to their affluent guests' every need, and at the end of their stay, they will rate their experience. Who will succeed at the villa, and who will choke under pressure? Lisa Vanderpump has really made a name for herself in the hospitality industry and has only grown her empire and brand since her time on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
You can stab me in the back, but whilst you're there, kiss my ass.
She produced her own spin-off Vanderpump Rules 11 years ago, which started out as a show following 20 and 30-somethings working in the restaurant industry in LA. It was a unique spin on the reality TV show format, seeing the behind-the-scenes drama of the hospitality industry. And as someone who has been in restaurants and hotels for the last 13 or so years, it felt like a show for me. Unfortunately, Vanderpump Rules, despite a return to form 10th season following the scandal of it all,
I just want to thank everybody for being...
Pull yourself together, man. This isn't a fucking Oscar.
You're not a victim.
You're not at the Oscar.
I'm not a victim.
has mostly devolved into a tired, washed-up version of its own self. The cast no longer works at Lisa's restaurant Sir in West Hollywood anymore, which takes away what made the show so intriguing and different in the first place. And now there's another spin-off that just premiered on Bravo called The Valley, which follows 2 of the most disliked cast members of Pump Rules, which is just proving that Bravo might be beating a dead horse with this franchise.
All these people move to the valley, get a house, pop out a couple of kids, and then they think they're so grown up.
I'm sorry. Who asked for this? So, maybe Lisa Vanderpump got the hint and took a page from the Kardashians by jumping ship and moving to Hulu. I'm not sure what her plans are with working for both Bravo and the streaming platform, but whatever it is, I think it was a really smart idea. Her new show, Vanderpump Villa, takes everything that you loved about the first few seasons of Rules and mixes in more of a structured format like the Below Deck franchise to create a very entertaining, yet admittedly trashy affair. Unlike Vanderpump Rules, which has struggled to cast anyone other than straight white millennials, Villa has a refreshingly diverse ensemble, though many of these people do fit into the archetypes of the format. Instantly, I recognized Playboy man-child Marciano as the Jax Taylor surrogate of the group.
Oh, don't go crazy tonight. No,
and his ex-girlfriend Hannah as a less witty and less twisted version of the infamous Stassi Schroeder.
Feels like I'm back in college. Not that I went to college, but I'm just saying.
Just the fact that Lisa, or the casting directors for the series, decided to hire exes as the co-lead servers for her business shows Vanderpump's dedication of being the best facilitator of drama in the business. Other notable cast members are lead bartender Telly, who takes no shit, but her opinionated nature and drinking on the job continues to get her in hot water.
There's no drinking behind the bar, but I don't feel like that rule applies to me.
There's Andre, her mixologist, who just lost his mom and is searching for purpose in life. Event coordinator Steven, who was one of the first openly gay men in the military after Don't Ask, Don't Tell was absolved. He is pining for the manager position from Wild and honestly off-puttingly weird Eric.
We don't offer a massage service here.
You don't need to tip me, darling. Don't worry.
Who is getting no respect from his employees. There are the two French chefs who find the Americans' Vegas way of hospitality completely offensive and unprofessional. And the two ladies who are the housekeepers, Emily and Grace, who might be the most down-to-earth and relatable of them all. What I really loved about this show is that the showrunners, and Lisa and Ken of course, really took the thing that made their original show so special and what they have made a living out of, the hospitality industry, and made that the star of the show. Rather than just seeing glimpses of staff behind the scenes of a restaurant, we are given a complete pass to see every department of this villa work their magic for the guests and what it takes to make that magic happen. In that way, I would say that this show leans a lot more into being like the Below Deck franchise than the Housewives franchise or Rules. Every episode or two, we have a new guest enter the villa for a specific event. Whether it be a surprise engagement, a bachelorette party, or a trans woman celebrating her recent surgery. Each guest has multiple meals and different events that will take place at the villa, and the audience is just a fly on the wall, witnessing all of the drama and shenanigans that ensue to give the guests the best experience possible. At the very end, just like in the tip meetings in Below Deck, Lisa gets comment cards from the guests where she commends the ones who do well and chastises the ones who are the weakest link. This is where I kind of have an issue because so far the guests seem way too keen on being overly kind to the staff, who always seem to be yelling and screaming 10 feet away from their dinner tables.
Apologize!
Do you know how bad it looks fighting in front of the guests?
I did not work this hard to have these little whippersnappers screw it up.
So I'm hoping we get some more critical guests as the season progresses. Another thing that most certainly adds to the drama is that all of the staff are living together at the villa as well with Lisa. When the events are done, the staff go back to their living quarters for more fights, depravity, and scandal. Or they stay up with the guests for, well, more fights, depravity, and scandal. The fact that all of these strangers from around the world are isolated in the French countryside, living and working amongst one another for such a long period of time, definitely adds a much needed layer of tension to the series. You know, there is a lot to love about Hulu's Vanderpump Villa, although it does still feel like a show that's finding its own footing. And that's okay. Most reality shows like this take a few seasons to find their voice and what they're actually trying to accomplish. As someone who has been disappointed with the Vanderpump franchise as of late, especially this most recent season 11 of Rules,
Why you boring me? I'm right.
this villa is exactly what the doctor ordered. Anyone who works in the hospitality industry will get a kick out of and or possibly get triggered by all of the drama happening behind the scenes of this villa. And although some of the drama feels highly overproduced and forced, there's also some real moments of levity with the more grounded cast that prove Vanderpump Villa doesn't just want to provide ratchet trash TV. I'm not gonna rate this show on a scale of 1 to 5 because it just really depends on your taste in television if you're going to like this or not. If you are a Bravo-holic like me, who love the golden days of Vanderpump Rules, or continue to enjoy the Below Deck franchise, honestly, there is no way you're not going to fall for Vanderpump Villa. As long as the series continues to give us some heart, along with all of the debaucherous drama, then I have a feeling that Hulu will have a big hit on their hands with this one. Thank you so much for watching Lost in the Reel. What are your thoughts on Vanderpump Villa? Do you want to see more reality TV show content from Lost in the Reel, or should this just be a one and done situation? Sound off in the comment section down below, and until next time, my friends, take care.